For this cake, we are starting off by making the chocolate shard. This is dark chocolate. Compound chocolate by Nestle works really well here, and I've just added a puddle onto some baking paper. You want to whoosh it out with your spatula just to give it a bit more shape, and then fold the paper, peg it down so it doesn't unravel, and pop it into your fridge or freezer to set for about half an hour. In the meantime, you can prep your cake. So this is a mud cake that I've used with buttercream, and I'm creating a crumb coat all around the cake to trap in those crumbs. I like to start at the top, work my way out to the sides, and then smooth it out with your frosting scraper. Drag that lip towards the middle and refrigerate for 20 minutes to set. From there, you can apply your last layer of frosting. I've gone for a grey to create a concrete look. And to achieve this color grey, I added black gel food color, about 4 drops, and then 1 drop of yellow to help balance it out. Otherwise, it tends to look a little bit purpley. So if yours does end up looking purple, just add a little bit of yellow, and then add on a second coat, maybe just in little splotches here and there of a darker shade, and then drag until you have a nice smooth finish. If you want those bubbles in there to look a little bit more concretey, as I have here, you can pop your cake into the fridge before you smooth it out, and that way it kind of pulls and tugs at the buttercream to create those little pockets or little micro holes. I've taken some edible gold luster dust by Rollcom called Super Gold, and I've added rose water spirit to create a paint. You saw me put a little layer of yellow buttercream here just before, and that's going to act as a base for our gold. Basically, you want to choose a color that is the same as your gold dust. I didn't quite have the color, so I went for yellow and it still worked well. If you like, you can dust some macarons with that same gold luster dust to create gold macarons. For the shard, cut a hole in the top of the cake to help fit the shard in. Otherwise, if you were to skip that hole cutting process, you might break your shard because you have to really press to get it into the cake. And if you don't break it, and it is a really wide base on your shard, you will actually make the cake expand just to kind of allow for that shard to be there, and it'll disform your cake. Not all the time, but it can happen, so best not to skip that step. Along the edge, I'm adding some melted chocolate. This is just compound chocolate again. If you wanted to make it a little bit runnier, you can add a little bit of cream to make it more into a kind of ganache look. And that's it. That is how you make a masculine 50th birthday cake. Happy birthday to my awesome cousin Daniel. I really hope you liked it. If you guys recreate this style, I would love to see it. Hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can check it out. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.